What's up, YouTube? So it's been a long time. I'm your girl, aprilimanismith, and she is Creations. I know it's been a while, but y'all been showing me so much love. So thank you for those who are still rocking with me, and for those that are new. I know a lot of you guys are here because of my OKI and some of my creative content videos with the Cricut. So wherever you are here, welcome, welcome, welcome. So as you can read by the title, today we are going to be talking about what type of t-shirt business that you have. I do have a special guest. She is a phenomenal content creator, and this video is probably because of her, because she's telling me that I need to make videos. But anyways, I'm going to invite her to the screen.
What's up, you guys? Listen up. This is your girl Japonica, also known as JP. Yes, I did just roll inside of this video because that's what I do. Okay. She's been missing, so I thought it would be of value for her to come on here and share some insight on the different types of apparel business that you can have. So many people get inside of this business and they literally just start making shirts, right? And they get overwhelmed with making those apparels for other people that they genuinely don't know what type of business they want to provide, for their customers. So that's why I'm here. That's why she's here. So let's chop it up real quick.
Okay, so like she said, so a lot of times people come and book a strategy session with me. I want to start a t-shirt business, or I bought a machine and I'm gonna make shirts. So my first question is, well, who are you gonna make shirts for? Everybody. That's not an answer.
Right.
If you're talking to everybody, you're talking to nobody.
Right.
So one of my
My bad. Quiet on the set.
So one of the main things I ask is, do you have a logo? Do you have your graphics, your brand? Are you making stuff for yourself? Do you want to make stuff for other people? So when they say, I have a logo and I want to sell my brand to everybody. So that's a whole different ballgame. So if you're making stuff for yourself that you want to sell to other people, who are the other people?
Right.
Why do they want to wear your stuff? Why should they wear your stuff? What type of call to action, or because if I put April on a bunch of shirts and be like, I want you to wear my April shirts.
Right.
Who is April?
Right.
I don't know April. Why would I wear a shirt that say April? So you have to know what you're bringing to the table, who you're talking to, and all that good stuff. When I first started out with my t-shirt company, custom apparel company, I thought that's what I was gonna do. I thought I was just gonna make some She Is inspirational tees and everybody was gonna buy them, but everybody didn't know me. They didn't know my story. They didn't know the reason behind them, so it was no reason for them to buy my personal brand.
Right, and people don't necessarily buy the product, right? They buy from the people. If you see, a lot of your favorite companies that you shop with, whether it's online or locally, you buy either the product is good that you've already known, or if it's like a small brand or small business, you buy from the person, you buy from the story. So, where there's a transformation, meaning that something happened that compelled you to actually, follow that page, stay in contact with them people, that's the transformation, right? Then with that transformation comes a transaction. So you want to make sure that you know the difference between the two when you are starting that business, because if you don't have quality work, and you just putting stuff out there for a personal brand, and everybody don't really know exactly what's going on with that brand, they're just gonna be looking at it.
Yeah.
So,
and if you have your own personal brand and you're selling your logo, and once you find out who you're talking to and you got your audience, you don't necessarily need to go out and buy machines. Like, there are so many ways for you to sell your merchandise without spending $1 in overhead costs.
Right. So let's talk about it. So the different types of apparel businesses that you are able to get into, basically, when starting a custom apparel, when you're starting a brand, a couple of different ones are what?
Like to go upload stuff.
Right. So you have your PODs, print on demand, yes. Companies where you don't necessarily have to. Which also are called fulfillment centers, and you don't necessarily have to go out there and purchase the shirts,
And
create the
shameless
shirts.
plug, that's my business model. So
Yes.
if you have, we do power a lot of brands. So if
Yes.
you do want to use a print-on-demand company, I'm one of them. But
Yes.
we'll talk about that in a minute, but go ahead.
Yes, y'all see how she just had to slide that in there. But yes, a POD fulfillment center is something. A little quick backstory with myself is how I got in the industry. I did photography full time. I was in there giving value with my photography, and we had the M2s, the DTGs, M2s, and with those you're able to put full images on there in color. A lot of y'all probably saw the machines online. But we had the big boys, right? And with those big boys, you're able to do a whole bunch of stuff. So I just was giving value. Hey, you guys can do couple shoots, et cetera, et cetera. And then with those couple shoots, y'all can actually put the people on there, just giving some different insights. So with my knowledge of graphic design and photography, I was just sharing value, and I ended up becoming a partner inside of an apparel company. I don't even like going shopping, y'all. That's no cap. But that opened me up to a whole industry and a whole world of things that I never knew that I would need, now. So within that, I was also doing like the POD fulfillment, et cetera, et cetera. After doing that, and after finding research within the industry of people who are profitable when creating a brand and a sustainable brand, no different from Nike, Champion, all those are brands, right? When you see a specific logo, you can now distinguish that brand from another brand. So that then intrigued me when I basically saw that the guy was on YouTube, and he was telling me, one of my mentors, he was telling me that he literally made toads, not frogs, toads, a toad brand, and he ended up generating, 4 million off of toads, right? Toads. And that really intrigued me. So I started, to do my research, et cetera, et cetera. And then I just kind of had it in my mindset that, hey, this is something I need to look more into. And then now, a year and a half later, creating a brand for myself instead of moving more from the fulfillment side to creating a brand for myself, because I can be in control of what goes out, the type of images, and it's, to me, to be honest, it's less headache, right? Because I can choose my headache, right? I can choose the fulfillment people who I want to actually partner with, and go from there. I can choose the samples and the quality of clothing that I want to set out and have to offer to my target audience. Again, shop God's child. You take a look at everything. So with that brand, it was just given to me. I moved slow with it, but when I did understand the assignment that God had really given to me, they just kind of picked up with my research and stuff like that. So again, knowing the value of the type of business structure, knowing the type of value and the type of business structure that you want to actually provide for your target audience, your clientele, is very important, because you can just be out here just ding 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 pressing, and you don't even know what you're pressing for, and now you in a situationship that you definitely didn't want to be in. So I thought this would just be a great video idea, because a lot of people don't be transparent when it comes to this industry.
Or they think that when they go into make custom shirts, they just make custom shirts for anybody. Like,
right.
Oh, whoever want a custom shirt, I can do it. But again, like we said earlier, if you're talking to everybody, you're talking to nobody. And even though I do make custom shirts for everybody, my content is for a specific audience.
Right.
So like I spoke to earlier, I thought I was gonna be a brand like Shop God's Child with my She Is apparel, but I decided to be a print-on-demand company. So you send me your logo, you send me your brand, and
Yes.
we print it on the quality of shirts that you choose. So we bring your vision to life on apparel. So that's who I talk to, small businesses, entrepreneurs, organizations, and I help them become a walking billboard for their brand. So that's different. Even though people come to me, am I gonna do the turn-up shirts?
Yes.
Or if you want a shirt that say loving each other for life, of course, we ain't turning down nobody coins, but those are not the people who I talk to. And
Right.
if you look at my social media, I don't archive anything. You can see I graduated to that. Like,
Right.
I may post if I do post those type of shirts, it's for the quality, it's for the extraness of it, and I have to like it. Like, I do so many things, and I don't post everything on my social media because I'm targeting a certain audience.
Right.
Like, my business name is She Is Creations, but I want the lawn man to be able to see himself getting his business shirts in my business, and the only way he do that is how I show up for the internet and things like that, how I talk to them, and my hitting pain points to be able to get that business. But I didn't know that.
Right.
I had to grow to know that. That's what I wanted to do. That's the lane that I wanted to be in. And it's a difficult lane because, you know, people want you to make wine out of water with some of these things that they send you, hence the next video. But I love it. I love bringing other people's vision to life. Like, people who have brands that, like, hey, I got this dope brand, and they do. And I'm gonna be honest, like, even though I want your money, all of it, and you come to me and be like, hey, I want to order 100 shirts.
Yes.
I be like, hey, no, you don't, because you don't even know who you're talking to. So no, I'm not gonna sell you 100 shirts, even though it's good money for me. But do a pre-sale, do a pre-order. And then, so back to the branding part of it, but as a print on demand fulfillment company, I do try to help everybody that I have a consultation with when it comes to their brand. So we say all that to say, when you're starting a t-shirt company, know who you're talking to, why you're talking to them, and what type of services you're gonna bring to them, and what's gonna make you stand out from everybody else.
And to just interject what she was just saying, also, when you are starting out, of course, you're not going to know a lot of these things, right? You just want to show up. You want to be able to just show up and be present. So if that does take you just quote unquote being like a mini fulfillment center, and then finding the type of apparel that you want to strictly do. If you want to do strictly baby bibs, right? That's a whole industry by itself, right? That's a whole target audience. You targeting strictly babies. If you want to do strictly black babies, right? You can do strictly quotes for black babies. It's just that simple. So you have to literally make up in your mind that is exactly what you want to do. Now, if you want to do the work and be a part of the process and go from there, then that's where it's going to come in with you learning those learning curves and things of that nature. Then, we'll get into that later. But you have to really understand the type of business structure that you want to do when it comes to this industry.
Right. And if you want to print it yourself,
yes,
or if you want to use a print-on-demand company, because you can outsource stuff. You don't have to go buy, because people book with me and be like, I'm gonna go spend all this money on the machines, and you don't got one customer. Like, why? Why would you do that?
Yes,
you know what I mean. So just
and there's a lot of different types of quality transfers and things of that nature that are out here. So again, like she just said, do your research, please. That's vital. Go on YouTube, more YouTube University. Go through April's page. She has a lot of valuable information that educates people on not only the machine part, but also the durability of the garments after you use certain type of material on those. So just do your research and have fun with it. You know, it's going to be a lot of learning curves, and you have to be open to it. And my thing is, document the process and definitely create content. She mentioned earlier, I do content creation, and I think it's very vital when you create that digital platform and that digital footprint out there, because now when you just search your name, no matter what your business name is, it starts popping up all different types of things, right? And then that leads you to other industries and other markets. So as long as you just document the process, you don't have to upload it right then and there, right? Just make sure that you take your phone out and just set it up. Set it on a box of cereal. Set it on, on top of, lean it against the washing powder. Do something, right? Set it up, and I don't know why you have washing powder inside your shop, but you might be doing it from your home. But just set the camera up, hit record, and just document the process, because as you grow with this journey, you're gonna grow. You're gonna want to look back and have that content like, oh man, this is where I came from, this, that, and the third. And people want to see the journey. People want to see the process. So, don't be afraid to put that inside your Instagram stories. These platforms are here for to help businesses make money. They're a business, so they want to help business owners make money. So definitely utilize the platforms. They all work hand in hand. So hopefully this information was valuable.
I definitely hope so, because Yeah, just don't go spend a whole bunch of money on something you don't even know who you're talking to or if you're gonna get one customer.
Right.
I hear that all the time. So many people go buy the white toner printer and want to sell it.
Right.
Because they don't know how to use it and they can't get their money back because they don't have no customers to get their money back.
Right.
And I trust me, I hear it. So y'all come to me with 1,000 questions on this OKI.
It's okay. She gonna keep answering those 1,000 questions because she, you know, she wants you to actually get it. So hopefully she can break it down in a way. But don't just come to her without doing your research first, right? Yeah. Don't just be putting questions in the comments without doing your research first and basically, you know, going through her page because she has information out there and she shares a lot. So if you're new to this channel, subscribe. You know, go through the previous videos and yeah, hit her up afterwards.
Absolutely. And I'll put all JP's information on there, where you can shop God's Child.
You know, just follow me on IG, CEO Japonica, Japan ICA. If you want to visit Shop God's Child, it is sunrise and sunset inspired. That is the brand that we kind of, the collection we kind of start off with. We do have some incredible things that are happening for the 2022. So I'm looking forward to that. Definitely follow us, get on the waiting list, get on the text message list, and yeah.
And book her if you need help with content.
Listen, okay, because I'm gonna give it to you raw.
Right.
I'm gonna give it to you raw. So you know, I'm put like, you know, I give it to her the same way. You know, hey, let's get it. Don't overthink it. Set it and forget it. Meaning, set your camera up, shoot the content, put it in automation, forget the process. Okay.
Yep. And so you can follow me at She Is Creations on all platforms. And if you want to work with me, you can go to www.aprilimanismith.com.
Yes. And I am CEO Japonica, Japan ICA, across all platforms. All right. Peace, love, chicken grease show.
Bye.
All right.